Dodgeball Canada Club Championships.
It's the
Canadian
clubs.
Club is a drink.
It's the clubs.
It's the clubs. I am Nicholas Danchenko. I am joined by
Sydney Somerville.
and we have an exciting match here. A matchup that I've never seen because one of these teams is brand new. We have Toronto Blitz in the red and black and Dark Horse in the all black.
Brand new, but also returning. Most of these players have been in and out of nationals for quite a few years.
Yes, Toronto Blitz did just qualify as a brand new team from the Ontario Provincials. I believe they came fourth after losing to Fury in the bronze medal game.
Yes.
A team that a lot of people did not expect to fail to qualify for this tournament was Northern Touch. And you have a couple players on this team that are picked up from Touch.
I'm pretty sure, if not the whole lineup, at least 5 of these players on Toronto Blitz right now are from Northern Touch.
Yeah, are or have played on Northern Touch in the past.
Yes.
I am pretty familiar with Toronto Blitz, as I imagine you are, but
It looks like one of their players from Provincials didn't come to Nationals. Patrick D'Agostini looks to be absent.
there's no D'Agostini, there's no Alan Hoover.
Didn't know about Alan. He was just there for the boys in Provincials. That was it.
Yes, and I believe the third player that is not in this lineup is Malik,
Yes.
the ex-Maverick.
Yes. Nice cross over on Tyler in this right corner for Blitz, left corner for Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, we have 2 Schmitz and Ashley Bend coming out.
It's a great toss for Josh.
Schmidt tags out Hutchinson. There's going to be 4 balls for Blitz. They have a 1-player disadvantage. Definitely want to get a hit here.
Big throw from Carr Harris. Nice movement from Schmidt over here.
Something, one of the few pieces of knowledge that I have on Dark Horse is about their right corner, Ashley Bend, one of the best young talents in Canada.
Yeah, how old is he?
I want to say 20 or 21. I'm not quite sure.
I think you jinxed him. You jinxed him.
I jinxed him. Commentator's curse. I said he was one of the best. Gets tagged out right away. It's a 4v4. Big toss, and
Nice
you know, I
grab.
can't even say I'm surprised.
Not at all.
I would say nice grab, but that's pretty, like, you know, a nice
David
grab
doing
is
David
just David
things.
doing David
Yeah.
things.
That was a bounce over here.
Yeah. Dongan and Carr Harris are taken out.
That was popcorn. Yeah, even bodies for both sides. 3 balls and 3 balls. 3 bodies, 3 bodies. Nice block from 47 on Dark Horse.
47 Schmidt.
Joshua Schmidt, I think.
Oh,
Nice
double on
double.
Blitz's left corner. It's going to be 2 ex-Northern Touch players, Vincent Tang and Chris Prasad.
Little high ball.
I believe Vincent was one of the recent pickups from Touch who didn't qualify.
He was indeed.
And he's going to be the only one left on the court as Prasad gets taken out.
This is a familiar stance for him, though. We've seen this from him quite a few times. Very dodgy.
Schmidt against Tang.
I just noticed that.
So they are brothers, just to confirm. I would not have guessed that if they had different last names, because they look different than each other, to be honest.
You don't always look like your sibling. I don't look like my brother, I hope.
That's mad disrespect to Ethan. And number 47, one of the Schmidt brothers, is going to close out the first point of this game. Not a very dominant display from either side here. Went back and forth in
Pretty
terms of
even.
momentum. Very,
Yeah.
very even. And David Carr Harris already has a grab.
Once again, we are not shocked. I do love that he's actually playing, though, because at Provincials he was mainly shagging for his team, kind of letting everybody else filter in and out. When I spoke to him, he mentioned that it was just a bunch of old-timers coming back to the court. Looks like a false start on Dark Horse's side.
One substitution made on Blitz's side, I believe. Vincent is off the court, and we have a Toronto native, native also to Dodgeball Toronto. We got my boy, Austin, number 22. Austin Hordat? I don't know how to pronounce that. Hordat?
Your guess is as good as mine.
One of the handful of pickups from this Toronto Blitz side. This Blitz side is very, very different from what we saw at Provincials.
Good pressure coming out of Hutchinson.
3 taken out off rip by Toronto Blitz.
Really active corner in the left wing for Toronto Blitz.
I'm trying to see what number that is. That looks like Stefan Agner, number 13 on Toronto Blitz's side, their left corner.
That's their left corner.
Or left corner from the camera. Agnew takes a throw out of the middle. Oliver Job and Zeller still left. Zeller with a big, big arm. I'm not very familiar with either of the players that are remaining on the court.
I just met him yesterday. I believe he's staying in our Airbnb with Rainbow Thunder.
Oh, neat.
Very, very nice guy. I've heard very good things from my fellow teammates, for sure. I believe his name is Brett.
Brett Zeller. Takes a throw at Prasad. Prasad gets out of the way. Punches high up the court. Hutchinson will make the call. Prasad
Nice
tags Zeller.
Very, very good spot from, is that Chris?
Aaron Oliver Job. Olivier Job? It's going to be the last one in.
Again, your guess is as good as mine.
Olivier. And he gets
called
out.
Called on a hit.
My boy, Austin Hordat, getting the hit here. It's going to be a tie game.
Dark Horse, coached by my captain and my coach, Jamie Tapper and Amanda First.
Manitoba.
Very promising, very promising.
So as I mentioned earlier, Toronto Blitz look very, very different from their squad at Provincials. I think half of their team are brand new pickups for this tournament.
They are missing some key players, I will say.
Definitely. They managed to pick up Tyler Dongan, Scott Finlay, who hasn't touched the court yet. Same thing with Kerry Burrows, who hasn't touched the court. I think they have around 5 pickups for this tournament, which is big.
Basically took Northern touch. He's very quick over in that corner.
Yeah, number 15, very, very scrappy, very squirrely. Randy Hutchinson is becoming one of my favorite players to watch in this
Scrappy
game.
and squirrely reminds me of someone I know.
I wonder who that could be.
I have no idea. 4 left for Blitz against 3 for,
And
I stand
Hutchinson gets
corrected.
taken out.
It's a 3v3.
3v3. Commentator's curse. Being very, very active in this match. Austin, good throw. Oh. 2 balls returned on Carr Harris.
He is eliminated. Looks like he might have gotten skimmed off the top.
Prasad and Hordat are left. Very interesting release from Olivier Job.
With some really great air over there.
Austin manages to block it. I believe he has somewhere around like a 31, 32-inch vertical. Very, very big hops from Austin, number 22, who did get tagged out.
Unfortunately, your boy has been eliminated.
Yep, not really using the hops right there, but.
Another sidearm over on Toronto Blitz. It always hurts my elbow to watch.
For a lot of players, it seems to be more comfortable than just a normal overhead throw. Such a weird release, and you get so much power on that throw, too.
It looks like a submarine, almost kind of, almost similar to Jen Ritchie. His release, It's kind of similar to her sidearm. It comes underneath and kind of floats.
Definitely has some backspin on it. Schmidt getting hyped up here.
Goes 2-1 for Dark Horse.
Back and forth game. We saw Dark Horse take the first point, Blitz take the second. Now it's back to Dark Horse. Looks like they're riding with a very similar lineup. Number 13, Volhart. I'm trying to read the Volhart. Volhart.
I think so, yeah.
He's coming in for, it looks like, Olivier Job.
Eldon came in for Olivier, I believe, actually.
I think Eldon was, good catch by your fellow B&B mate, Brett Zeller.
Dark Horse's movement is definitely picking up from the first couple of sets. They're not so flat-footed. They're getting a little bit lighter on their feet. And their ball placement looks great.
Ashley Bend with that quick release, can't find Hutchinson.
I'm so used to him having those bright orange shoes.
Who, Eldon or Ashley?
Ashley.
Something very nice to see here is that Eldon Wu playing after, I believe, returning from quite a long injury.
Was it an Achilles? Did he blow out his Achilles? I believe that's what it was.
It was either his Achilles or it was something in his knee. But fantastic to see him back in action.
I think it might have been. I remember that clip being posted. It's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Dongan lines out.
MVP for this game, back line.
Definitely in the running, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, both Schmidts approaching the line. Beautiful throw from Josh.
Hordat being a little bit lazy on the line. Didn't move, didn't even get his ball very close to that.
A little bit of a ditch over here from Blitz.
Agnew spikes it in front of Schmidt. Big throw from Zeller. He's gonna take out Agnew. Ashley Bend, wow, they just smothered
Great commitment, great commitment.
Ashley Bend really aggressively sticking to that line and getting the release on Tang, which is going to connect.
It's a great play when you have, if your up and body is up against one person, you have two balls on your side, committing to that throw regardless of the trade.
And that's something in this game I've noticed Dark Horse has done really, really well. When there's one player remaining on Blitz, they manage to close that very, very fast. They're very efficient, they use their balls well, and they're usually all on time.
It's the Amanda Tapper special. Little bit of a fumble on the opening rush on Dark Horse's side. It will be on them.
Lots of throws here. Elton gets tagged out.
Double from the back line.
Harden and Eldon Wu are both taken out. Blitz with a big advantage. 6 against 3 going into no block.
Score sits at what, 3-1 right now?
It is 3-1, so Blitz are going to want to have this point before half.
Duck out, nice throw from Ashley.
Bend returns on Passad. Oh! And Dongan, a 60-footer to catch Olivier Job sleeping. Big throw from Ashley Bend. Or that spikes one in front of Zeller.
I think Zeller wants to catch. What do you think?
I do. I think he looked like he was going for it.
Great toss from Ashley. Takes out
another
Vincent.
one. Takes out Vincent Tang.
This is a good two bodies over here.
Ooh, and Dongan takes out Ben.
Brett returns with a hit over here on your boy.
Zeller survives 2.
Great movement from Zeller.
Somebody who I just noticed touching the court for the first time is another pickup. One of the 5 pickups from
Vinny!
Yes, Vinny Minucci. Zeller, he was looking for it, could not make the grab on
It
Dongan.
was there, but it popped right back out.
I think Dongan's making his case for one of Blitz's MVPs. He had 3 kills in that last set, really bouncing back from getting tagged out 2 times in 1 point at the beginning of this game.
I have to say I agree with you.
First half, a very, very back and forth first half here. Both
Pretty
teams
evenly matched.
very, very evenly matched for sure. Everybody seems to be pulling quite an equal weight. It's really hard to pick out an MVP in this match so far.
I think I would look at Bend or Josh Schmidt for Dark Horse.
Bend, Josh Schmidt, and Zeller are definitely
Zeller's also
definitely
up
my
there,
3.
yeah. They can't nominate 3 though.
We'll see how this the beginning of the second half pans out before you guys get to vote for MVP.
I'm eyeing Carr Harris for Blitz.
I was going to say the same thing. Carr Harris and Dongan definitely making his case after that no blocking set here. Vinny Minucci is going to remain in the lineup. And it looks like the lineup's going to be relatively unchanged. Burrows and Finley still on the bench. They have not touched the court in this game yet, and it doesn't look like they will be at this moment.
Looks like they're running with a 8-man rotation.
False start, Dad!
And a false start on
Toronto Blitz. This is the first one of this half, though, I believe. Is it, if you have 2 in the same half, you lose a player, right?
Yes, 2 in the same half.
Okay, get a redo here on this opening rush.
Ooh, Josh Smith gets tagged out. Almost gets it.
And the ball is up in the racetrack up here. There's a passerby coming down. Let's see if he can grab it for us.
Looks like play stopped for a second there.
It is on Dark Horse.
Vinny Minucci makes the pop-up grab. Austin Hordat coming back in. Dark Horse spend 2, they can't find anything. Blitz is up 6-4. Mikuchi? Which one is it?
We'll just call him Vinny.
We'll call him Vinny. I misread his last name. I said Minucci. I apologize for mispronouncing that.
Number 18.
Ooh.
Solid hit.
Solid hit on Hutchinson, who didn't have enough time to react to that ball. Looks like he was looking at something else.
Good movement from Olivier Job over in that corner, number 24. Looks like their left corner over for Dark Horse was paying attention to that high ball and got tagged in the ankles by the trail.
Dongan returns. Good counter from the Northern touch man. Ooh.
Dongan doesn't
again.
miss.
Olivier Job has that really, really weird release, that unexpected straight when he's looking cross. And he just wrap his arm almost entirely around his body to get that release off to go straight.
My arm would go with the ball if I tried that.
All tied up, a very even game here. Vincent Tang so quick off the rush. Nobody spends on Eldon, who's just kind of in limbo in the middle for a second.
They took Brett for Dark Horse, and Carr Harris is eliminated for Toronto Blitz, so they're at an even 5-5.
Even exchange. Good movement from Eldon. Vinny survives. Eldon gets tagged out. Dongan catches he's got a bunch of people sleeping in this game.
Unfortunate. Looking for the ball from the shagger. Looks like a finger block over here.
Good honesty from Prasad.
We love integrity.
We do.
Refs can't see everything, right?
Ashley Ben with a big cross.
He's got such a quick release.
Very, very snappy for sure. Tang looked like he wanted to counter there, but very, very good cover from Josh Schmidt.
4 balls to Dark Horse. Is it? Yep, 4v4.
2 balls spent again. Dongan's gonna survive.
Dongan does stay alive.
Definitely the man to hit right now. He's been very impactful in this second half.
I'm waiting for a Dongan catch.
Vincent Tang takes one on Ben.
Vinny is eliminated.
Vinny gets taken out. Dark Horse spent 2 on him.
So they're up in the body advantage, 4-3.
Dongan tries to catch someone sleeping. It doesn't work. Good block by Dongan. Oh, it could have been a grab. I was totally expecting him to reach for that.
It could have been a grab or it could have been a hit if he had kept walking.
It could have. Not a super common thing that you see, but it's very funny when you do see it. Ooh, good cross
nice
from Ben.
cross.
Very big exchange here. It's going to be a 2v1. Hutchinson, Bend,
And is
both
that
taken
both
out with
Schmitz?
Dongan. And it looks like it's Schmidt and Schmidt still on the court. Again against Vincent.
Against Tang.
We're running it back. All right, on your screen now is the VC MVP player of the match. Be sure to vote for who you think is the best player in this match so far. I think mine is going to be Schmitz.
Schmidt,
You know what? There we go.
He does get the hit.
There's the commentator's blessing we were talking about earlier.
Did we bless Schmidt or did we jinx Tang?
I think we blessed Schmidt.
There you go.
I think we blessed Schmidt.
Okay, we'll take that. we'll take it. 4-3 in favor of Dark Horse.
Squinting at the clock to try to see how much time is left. I'm assuming there's under 5 minutes.
It looks about
It's gonna be
4.5, I think.
Ref just said 4 minutes. We got
Yeah.
4 minutes on the clock. Still a very even game. Car Harris doesn't spend. And he gets punished because of it. Dongan gets taken out by Ben.
Brett and
Wow.
Car Harris did trade. They're down to 3 on Toronto Blitz against 5 on Dark Horse.
Something I'm very surprised about is that Eldon Wu has been kind of sticking in the middle during that opening rush. Ben, wow.
It looks like
We should have put Ben. We should have put Ben.
it always happens. You put up MVP at halftime, and then somebody does something really cool, and
apologize.
we can't fix it. But just know,
I'm sorry, Zeller, but I think my spot has to go to you. It has to go to Ben instead.
listen, Ben, if you watch this, we see you.
We
You're a
see
valid
you.
player. We fumbled. We might have fumbled a little bit.
Austin quick off the rush.
Blitz needs to slow it down a little bit and start playing to their strengths. There's too much popcorn.
They definitely got antsy there.
They're trying to match Dark Horse's speed, and I just don't think it's the right. I don't think it's the right call right now.
I don't think either. That was the quickest and most dominant set in this game. Timeout's going to be called here.
For Dark Horse,
We're going to have 30 seconds.
30-second
30
timeout.
seconds.
Yeah. I believe you get one timeout in round robin, and then in playoffs you get 1 timeout per half.
Yes,
I think.
that is correct. And it also, I believe, in round robin is a 30-second timeout. I believe playoffs is a 1 minute timeout.
I have no idea, but that sounds accurate. That sounds right. We'll go with that.
Dark Horse look like they could pull away here. Something that I really noticed, especially in the second half, is that Eldon has been very, very close to that line, and nobody's taken a shot at him off the rush. I know he moves really, really well, but when you're 10 feet away from someone, I think it's not a dumb take.
Well, I would agree with you, but I would also be afraid of the quick release from Ashley over here in the corner, because if you're trying to feed Eldon, you've got him right behind.
Very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this. 2 players, 2 balls in hand.
Oh, yes. I am familiar. That scared me. That did scare me.
Ashley Bend apologizing to the commentary area, smiling at us from back there.
Eldon is eliminated by Dongan.
A very, very interesting strategy, but I respect it. I see the idea here.
They're pushing for the grind. They're up 2 points. They have about 2.5 minutes left. They don't need to force anything. They're in a really good spot right now.
Dark Horse in a great spot, and they're using these 2 balls for these 2 players to keep the rest of their players on that back line, which takes 2 players away from the vulnerability of being at the line and taking a throw. Because both of these players, regardless if they throw, they could throw both of them and they still have a ball in hand to survive with.
As long as you can move laterally at the back of the court, the play works.
Great block by Dongan. I love that. I know how difficult that is to do when you hop up and you're coming down, gravity's pulling you down, and someone tosses a ball at you. Not an easy block to make.
Missing wide on Zeller.
Big tailing ball right there. Doesn't hit Zeller.
I think Blitz is just looking to push another point out of this.
Definitely. They definitely want this point before no blocking. Great pressure from Dark Horse, making Austin very uncomfortable at the line there.
I think it's coming from middle ball.
Little bounce. Bend, and I apologize for not knowing your name, number 10 on Dark Horse.
Klappa, I believe.
Klappa?
Klappa.
Klappa.
Yes. Car Harris is looking for that catch over here. He almost got a little greedy.
Ooh,
Ben
I don't know if that's the
eliminated.
move. Ben also goes for a grab, but in this scenario, you're up 5v3. I don't think you need that there.
It looked like a pop-up panic, almost like maybe he was looking to pick up his ball, and then as he looked up, his eyes caught the throw.
Ooh, Hutchinson taken out.
Car Harris answers by taking out Zeller, and we're down to Klappa and Schmidt over on Dark Horse.
Klappa stays alive. Dark Horse with 5 balls.
They have all 6.
Car Harris just trying to bait in that catch. Schmidt's going to take out Agnew.
Agnew is eliminated. Dark Horse still with 5 balls.
Oh, they had all 6. Car Harris, a
eliminate
good throw.
Schmidt.
Leaves Dark Horse with all 6. Car Harris up to the line. He's going to try to make a grab here. And I would not be surprised if Car Harris makes one.
No, they're looking to eliminate before the clock runs out, but Klappa is dragging it. That is the move, though. Grind it out.
Klappa drags it into no blocking.
Burn the clock, grind it out. It's a risk. You don't need to risk. You're in a good spot.
Dark Horse, very, very fun to watch now because I've never seen that 2 in each hand. I've seen on a 3 ball that one player has 2 on defense. I've never seen them using that in an attacking scenario like anywhere, whether it's in the US, whether it's in Canada. I really, really like that. And Car Harris, lovely, just makes, while he's running forward, just pockets that. Makes it look easy.
That was a fantastic game. Very back and forth.
Fantastic game and such a smart ending from Dark Horse. That one moment in matches like these with teams that are this good, one set that you play to and you let the other team control could make the entire game slip. And I think that's what happened for Blitz.
That one set that Dark Horse had where they came out swinging, they were hitting all their targets. It looked like Blitz was trying to keep up, but unfortunately they just couldn't match that pace. And Dark Horse carried that momentum going into no blocking.
They carried that momentum all the way to no blocking with their great defense and their very, very smart play, keeping everybody protected with, as I said, that 4 ball in 2 players' hands.
Make your corner.